Coach, thanks for coming out here. If you can, just walk us through the emotions of this one.
Yeah, it was certainly a wild one. I thought we had great legs. We just made some mistakes that allowed them to come back in the game. But I'd have to rewatch it. I thought Carey Price made some unbelievable saves, and I thought we probably could have scored more than we actually did.
Once again, youth serves notice that they're ready to go here.
What's that,
youth?
Sir?
Just if you can talk about the youth movement from your young players here tonight.
Well, for sure. I mean, the experience they're getting of playing in overtime, doing all these things, but not only are they playing, they're making plays, and they're starting to arrive in the league. Sometimes their emotions get the best of them. You see on the bench, but you make mistakes, you go back out there, and you get better at it. And you know what? The credit to a lot of guys, but certainly Brady Tkachuk tonight dragged us in that battle, and I don't know if he's played a better game since I've been here.
You obviously had a plan going into a shootout as well. Were those three choices that you have had in your pocket for quite some time?
No, you go as the game goes. Obviously, we have percentages, and we know who's certain guys. But then sometimes you just get a hunch, and you go with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Chris Garriock, Post Media.
Hey, DJ, got a couple for you. Do you think you just showed good poise tonight?
Yeah, we did. In the third period earlier in the year, we would have buckled probably. That's a team that pushed really hard in the third at us, and we stayed with them. And then again in overtime.
And just what's it say? Gord kind of alluded to this, but what does it say about Norris and Stutzle that on their first shootout attempts in the NHL, they're both successful?
Well, to do it against Carey Price, a Hall of Fame goalie, or noted as maybe the best goalie in the league, or one of them, anyways. And the confidence for them to do that is spectacular.
Kyle Bukauskas, Sportsnet.
You could just take us through those last few seconds there on the goal, and then it was called back because it was a league-initiated coach's challenge, right? So what were you thinking in those moments?
Well, you're just hoping that, and I thought it was. I mean, I saw his foot kick him, and he spun him around, and then you get spun around, you can't reset yourself. So, obviously, it's a bounce that went our way.
We'll go to Ian Mendez at The Athletic.
Just an update, if you can, on I guess Derek Stepan, but you talked about on the weekend, DJ, how important and how much better Stepan has been in the last couple of weeks. If he's out for an extended period of time, what kind of hole does that leave for your group?
Well, I think it leaves a hole. I thought he was doing a really great job with both Timmy and Drake. They were, playing great. They scored early in the game. He had them. When something happens, he's really calm on the bench and he handles them really well. We'll reevaluate and see how he is, but certainly couldn't come back, and it'll hurt us. It'll hurt us in the leadership department.
Mark Broussard, Ledouis.
AJ, Thomas Chabot in his return ends up playing 29 minutes. What did you think of the way he played?
Well, he skates, he makes plays. It's hard. He hasn't practiced, and then to come right in against a team that dumps it in and forechecks as hard as they do, it takes you a little bit to get going. But as the game went on, he got going.
Wayne Scanlon, Sportsnet.
Yeah, DJ, your record against Eastern teams is so much better than against the West. You got a bunch of Western games coming up. Are you feeling more confident now the way you're playing and playing those Western teams?
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with East or West. I just think where we are as a team right now, we know what our identity is. It took us a while, I said early on, with no exhibition games and that many new players and young guys just getting their feet wet. We know what we have to do to win and what works for us. Whether it's a team in the East or the West, we just got to do what we do.
Final one is Murray Pam, Full Press Hockey.
Hey DJ, must be good to see your power play finally, all that practice finally paid off tonight, and your penalty killing as well.
Well, for sure, we were dangerous all night. Probably the first part of the 5-on-3 was probably the least dangerous we were. We were really dangerous last game. We've got a different hunger and a different attack mentality. When you get a couple on the power play and your penalty kill's good, you usually get points in the NHL.